dad was a staunch Shiva Bhakta, and my pastime was going to temples, performing different pujas, rituals, and in our holidays we traveled to different temples to perform pujas.
Tyagarajan, in his quest for a deeper understanding of his soul, life and karma, enrolled himself in the Ramakrishna movement.
I had a very good introduction to various faiths and learned a lot of things about spiritualism. There only I learned about Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, Judaism, but finally they said Hinduism is superior, and that made me feel good.
Tyagarajan wanted to explore his life and see what lay ahead of him. He wanted something more in life, and so he moved to Kanpur.
At first life seems to be interesting, but then for 13 years the same routine job made me feel bored. It became a monotonous life and I felt empty inside. There was nothing challenging that I liked.
But to know more about spiritualism, Tyagarajan spent time with his father, questioning him about the very existence of his self.
Who am I? Why I am living? What's my purpose of existence? These kinds of thoughts were haunting me. My father answered me, what God has planned for you will happen. God has predestined your life on this earth and you can't go against your fate. So accept your fate and carry on life.
Tyagarajan knew for sure he couldn't accept this fate. His quest for knowledge urged him to take a decision using his free will.
I used to feel that I have a lot of potential in me and that I am wasting my time here. I got bored of my work as I was in the highest post possible. I was wondering how long can I continue like this. My wife too was falling ill and so I wanted to move to Chennai. So I consulted my dad. What should I do? He immediately said that what I am thinking is wrong. If God happily continue doing this. But I couldn't accept my fate and I resigned against my father's wish.
So, he moved to Chennai to do business along with his brothers. He invested all his savings there. But all was in vain.
The purpose I came to Chennai itself was not solved. My wife's sickness relapsed and my business went in loss. I came to a standstill. I needed money to support my family.
For the first time, Tyagarajan regretted his choice of leaving his job and depending on his own ability.
Looking at my failures, I felt like finishing my life. I have spent so many times sitting alone in Marina Beach, thinking, why can't this wave suck me in? Or something happened and I died. I felt I made a big mistake moving to Chennai.
Tyagarajan did yoga and meditation, seeking peace of mind and for an answer to his life's problems. But to his fate, there seemed no answer.
Yoga and meditation seemed to give me some peace of mind. If I was single, then it would have been okay. But I had a family depending on me. My mind was constantly troubled.
To provide food for his family, Tyagarajan was forced to take up a marketing job in Madurai. There, he happened to meet a pastor who gave him a Bible. Out of his curiosity to know what the Bible said, he began to read it. He found something unique about the Bible.
Ask whatever you want in my name, it shall be given to you. How can this be? Couldn't believe a religion like this existed, because according to my belief from our ancestors is that we believe in fate. Nobody can change one's fate. Reading the Bible more brought more doubts and curiosity.
After a few days, he received a call from his daughter. His wife had become ill again. Tyagarajan knew this time he had no money to take care of her. But hope had found its way when he switched on his television.
It was a program by CBN and there was a person, Kumar, who was praying for a bulk of letters placed in front of him. The letters had different requests to pray for. It seemed very strange to me. But I thought, why can't I pray too? Now my wife is sick, and so why I can't ask for prayers? So I closed my eyes and I prayed along with him.
கொண்டிருக்கிறவருடைய வாழ்க்கையிலே என்ன என்ன அற்புதங்கள் தேவையோ அதை கட்டளையிடுவீராக.
I called her up later and asked when she was going to hospital, and she said, "What hospital? I am all right. Nothing is wrong with me." For me, it was a big surprise. I was thinking, how can it be? Is it by my prayers that she is healed? Or was she healed by herself?
Tyagarajan's faith in prayer to Jesus increased. He prayed that his son should get a job, and that was answered too.
When I saw these two things happen, I realized that there is a power beyond us. And if prayers are answered so simple, then why can't I believe in Jesus from now on?
Tyagarajan found grace in Jesus Christ, and that grace set him free from his karma.
I achieved nothing in life and I was absolute failure in life. But now things are happening. I didn't do anything to deserve this. Was my karma good? Absolutely no. I just pray with a broken heart and I can see things happening. And this is only because of Jesus. Because I have accepted him as the head of my family and he has completely changed my fate.
Tyagarajan is today counseling many people who think they have no hope in this life. He now boldly tells them that Jesus has a better life destined for them.